Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. If you saw the title, we changed it. It's Tales from Dinger City now.
Whoa!
Oh my god, it took us so long to come to that conclusion. You have no idea how much behind the scenes arguing we had about this. But we are here to talk to you all today. I am your boy Crit Nick. It's good to see you.
I'm City Hall. Good to see you.
I'm Mr. Joe. I can't see you.
And I am Crit Den. Let's get it.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this on Spotify, you're not. Sorry, you're on YouTube.
Maybe they are.
Yeah, why aren't
we
they?
should put it on Spotify. But anyways, boys, how we doing today? How's it going?
Fucking awful.
Really?
Has anyone ever said that? I was just
no, not awful. Usually we get a range from like okay to good. I think the worst anyone's ever been that day was like Mike.
I'm actually not doing that bad. I just wanted to see if it's been done before. I'm okay. Honestly.
I could like complain if you want me to.
I could absolutely complain.
Okay. You've been up for 10 minutes. What could you possibly complain about?
It's 6:30 p.m. by the way.
I can find something bad that happened to me today.
Go on.
You know, after I went to bed at 9 a.m. 11 a.m.
The floor is yours.
They told me I had to buy Sonic 1 again.
Who's they?
I can think of something bad that happened to you today.
Yeah.
You started playing a game of chess with Jason.
Oh my god. Jason beats me at chess.
100% of the time.
100% of the time. I haven't beaten him in a game yet.
Really?
Yeah, and now he's I'm not saying he shouldn't be. I like that he is, but he's being a bit of a dick about it now. He goes to Joey and he goes, "Choose my first move. Choose a pawn to move, and I'll move it 2 squares." And then
and I did it.
Yeah.
And it was bad, apparently.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was mid tier,
Yeah.
which means bad.
And do you think Jason is like beating you more, like harder and harder every
He's
time?
beating me harder and harder
So
every
he's
time.
learning
He's learning me, and I'm
you.
not learning him, which is the opposite of how
Most things
bad
go.
person
Yeah.
versus good person
Well,
normally
'cause
goes.
Do you know any openings?
Yeah, I know a few openings. I know the London, I know the Caro-Kann, I know the Stafford, which he knows the Stafford too well, so I can't play that. I know basic E4 structure.
I have no idea what you're saying.
He knows like all of the openers. Like he knows the Kaiju Blitz. He knows the Charleston Chew.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Every
definitely aren't
time
moves.
every time I play chess against Andrew or Jason, I'm just like, what's that? The Kaioken? That's cool.
Yeah, but if I'm playing as the white pieces, his Kaioken knowledge is never going to come into play unless he plays it.
It's funny because Jason will he'll go through like spans of time where he's obsessed with chess,
Mhm.
like on and off, like once a year or something. I have like vivid memories of being at Nick's old house and we were hanging out playing Smash, whatever. Jason's like laying in Nick's bed, just playing chess, not talking to any of us for like hours.
I do that for Tamba.
what?
For
Why?
what?
Tamba?
Love Tamba.
Do you actually love Tamba?
What is
I actually
Tamba?
love it. Was one of my first games, yeah.
That's a PlayStation 1 game, right?
PlayStation 1 game.
That's the thing you see where games run awesome or done fast, where there's the pop off, right? That weird interaction.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the
Yes.
guy in AGDQ
Yes.
who is every 2 seconds, they're sitting there. There's only 2 of them on the
Yeah.
couch. It's a guy running Tamba 2 and the other guy he doesn't know. And like
Wait, what do you mean he doesn't know?
I don't think he
He
knows
doesn't
it.
know
I think
the
he
game.
he sat. He didn't know the game.
I'm pretty
even.
sure he was like an audience member and he was just being really loud and like funny. And they were just like, "We need some more commentary." And they just put him on the couch and he was just like, "His shoes are pink."
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
guy
he
was
was
just
doing-
sitting there like,
his jokes were not that
Yeah.
funny, and then like a long time into the run, the runner's like, "I'd really prefer if you stop talking."
Wow.
Then no one speaks for a long time.
That is-
I watched the run.
That's
The
all.
whole run.
How long is
Dude,
it?
it is like, I think it's something like a half hour to an hour, and it
Okay.
is awkward the whole time.
That's
You can tell he
awesome, yeah.
hates it.
I dream of being on the couch at an AGDQ.
Well,
And
if
honestly-
Dirge makes it.
Dirge has 15 runners, half are active.
I will.
I believe now we're at 1 is active, and it's considered to be me.
Wait, no one. What do you mean?
No one has ran the game since my record.
You don't think anyone's playing in the shadows with your new glitch?
Yeah, I'm sure Gosu's playing in the shadows. Gosu, if you're watching, I know you have tech, motherfucker. Give it to me.
Gosu's one of those guys that just like comes out every how long? Like every couple months. with,
Anytime the record's beaten, usually. I guess mine's too tight.
You're too sick. Unbeatable.
Too sick. I
What
beat
do
him
you-
by 2 seconds.
So we were talking about this before. What would you consider the difference between like the time cutoff for a game that's beaten faster than normal and a speed run. Because I refuse to accept that any speed run that takes longer than 2 hours is a speed run.
What
Because
do
it's not
you mean?
fast.
The optimizations
Boo.
in Wind Waker HD, that game just takes long to do sometimes. They do barrier skip now, bro.
Yeah, bro. How long is it?
I think actually with barrier skip now it's like an hour and a half.
Okay,
But before that it
see?
was like 3 hours.
That's a speed run.
speed
But you're
run.
telling me like you're taking 3 hours to beat this game. You're beating the game faster than you're supposed to. That's not speedy though.
Okay,
I
hear
think
me
I
out.
think
It's-
that you
It's
are
not quick enough.
Me and Andrew.
I'm not discrediting.
So Andrew's an actual speedrunner. I'm
Yeah.
not, but I like to beat games fast. It's very fun. We've been racing Sonic Adventure 2 a lot, as you know.
That makes you a
Um,
speedrunner.
That's
Aw,
true.
Sweet. With my shit ass time, let's
Yeah.
go.
Have you ever reset in the middle of a run of a game?
Yeah.
You're a speedrunner.
Okay, cool.
I think you're right. That's a
Yeah.
great.
Me and Andrew were practicing Mario Sunshine the other day. We were racing, just like raw race. We haven't played in a long time. I reset on accident.
On accident?
I got a game over and forgot to put the memory card in and save. And
Oh,
so
right.
I start the file again, and it's just I have like maybe like 15 shines. I start the file again, and it's just a plain. What's this icky paint like goat? I'm like, okay, do you just want to play Sonic instead? He's like, yeah.
That's so good. I saw a really good video yesterday actually of someone who did 5,000 Super Mario Bros runs
At
And-
the same time.
he played it 5,000 times.
Oh, okay.
And he overlaid each of his runs.
They're probably
in-
all exactly the same.
No, they're very different. He
Oh.
I think he was like learning how to do the speed run.
Oh.
And-
so he wasn't like an acclaimed speedrunner. He was just playing it and saying, "What can I do to make it better?" every time?"
I don't have confirmation on that, but considering in like the first level he lost like 1,000 of his runs because he had a little counter on the bottom, and
I
it
think
was
that's
like
common. I think if they don't hit a certain frame rule on the first level, they'll reset.
it's possible. I don't really
But
know.
the game is like 5 minutes long, so resetting on that is free as hell.
I don't know
Except
if it
it's
was-
probably just way more
I
frustrating.
don't know if it was resets. I think it was like just deaths. I'm pretty sure he was a guy learning the game.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that is one of the few speed games that is actually optimized now. I don't think.
I
they-
think it is.
I don't think. I don't think the record
it's,
can
it's
be.
definitely
It's
a
close.
few, like I think like 3 frame rules off TAS, if I remember.
That's insane.
It's probably
But
saves less than
by the way, if you know what a frame
For-
rule
oh,
is
yeah,
in
yeah.
Mario,
what is it?
so the game you can only beat the level every like
I think
10
it's-
frames
I
or
think it's
something.
more than that even.
Yeah, so there's only like a certain amount of frames that the game checks to see
Yeah.
if you've beaten the level. So if you beat it like let's say you beat it in 1,003 frames, that's like just as good as beating it in 1,001 frames. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like if you hit the very last frame of the check versus like the first frame of the check, you're getting the same
That's
amount.
so
Yeah, so TAS is
strange.
only off by 3 of those.
I think it's like
Wow.
I want to say it's
I
like
think.
12 frames, but I don't know for sure. So someone let us know.
It's just like crazy how like for a 2D game like that, you can like optimize it and eventually it's just like, okay, here's the perfect run. We found all the tech, especially a game that old, obviously.
I wanna
Okay,
play
it's
it.
done. A game with such crazy like movement stuff and buttons like Sunshine, like Sonic Adventure 2 and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't think games like that will ever be fully
All right,
optimized.
let's not call Sonic Adventure 2 a game with crazy movement.
There
kinda
is actually
does.
crazy movement. You don't run
you
the game.
can't put it in the same tier as a Mario game.
Actually,
yeah, you
I-
definitely can.
you definitely can.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
I'll tell you right now. I will tell you right now. I like how Sonic moves in Sonic Adventure 2 better than how Mario moves in Mario Sunshine.
That's no way.
Wow.
Have you ever spin dashed a single time? It's awesome.
I don't know.
Mario
man.
doesn't spin dash.
That's
He's
true.
slow as
Mario
hell.
can't.
Homing
spin dash.
attack gives you momentum immediately.
Mario can
Yeah.
spin dash in Odyssey.
Odyssey's a whole different can of worms. Okay? Odyssey's movement is so beautifully refined.
It's incredible.
The only
I don't
thing
like
it's
it.
missing is a spin dash.
What?
I think it's got no momentum.
No,
It's got no mix-ups.
No momentum. No mix-ups.
Dennis, did you play Odyssey?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah,
It was really,
Because
really
it's
good.
So
I thought it
I
was really good.
I like the game, yeah.
I liked
That's the one
Odyssey
game I
a lot.
speedrun.
I've lost some hella speedruns to Andrew in Odyssey. We both stink at that.
I got
shit.
Moonskip on my first try.
Yo, that's hype. Moonskip's hard.
You did
for like
didn't-
beginners.
You got it
Took
on your
me like
first
5
okay,
minutes.
I was gonna say you got it on
Worth
your
it.
first
run, yeah.
So we get to the moon around the same time, right? I enter the cave because I'm like, I'm not doing.
He enters it
skip.
before me.
I don't know. I do enter it. I probably like a minute before you or something. We're at similar times though. He's just sitting there trying moon skip, and we get like 6 or 7 minutes past. I'm almost done with the cave, and he finally gets it. I'm like, oh well, I lost now, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Moonskip saves like over 10 minutes.
It does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I lost by like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah. It might even be longer than that. It might be like 15 minutes even. But yeah, Moonskip's awesome. Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey has so many good skips, and that game is just getting like whittled down. I'm pretty sure it still is. I haven't kept up with it, but they were like so sure that sub-hour was impossible. Like it wasn't even in the realm of
They got
possibility.
it right.
And it was like a big meme. They're like, yeah, you're never gonna get like sub-hour or whatever. And now they're at like 56 minutes or something.
Wow. They do all the painting stuff, right? They go inside the paintings when they're not supposed
Yeah,
to.
there's a really, I forget the guy's name, but this is actually where we got the inspiration for naming Nolan Draft. There's a guy
really?
who discovered a skip in Mario Odyssey, like a huge skip. His name starts with a D. I forget what it is. He
Dan.
said, you can name it whatever you want, just do not name it after me. So, of course, they name it after him, and they named 2 other skips that he did not discover after him also.
That's fantastic.
No, that's good. Yeah, I mean, Nolan literally had nothing to do
Hated it.
with
He
the
said he
Nolan
didn't
draft.
like it.
He's
He's like,
the
"I don't
only
like this
person
draft."
in Discord who was like, I don't like that draft. So we were like, okay,
Yep.
it's Nolan draft.
Yeah.
That was even before he started showing up for season 7.
So speaking about Mario and speedruns, I was thinking about this the other night. You know, we play Mario Superstar Baseball. Speedrunning, it's so hard to think about that it's never the same run at any time because you're playing a baseball game. You know,
Yeah.
the pitcher is always throwing a different pitch. You can't specifically know at this point, at this frame, I'm going to jump through this wall. You're constantly reacting to new information that's being put out to you. And I think it's such a cool game, especially for us all playing it. I would love to try to speedrun it and try to get to like the nude cactus Matty Ice level. But
Yeah.
it just, to me, seems so RNG.
Dude,
So-
that's exactly, sorry. That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking exactly. I personally think that Mario Superstar Baseball is kind of a suck-ass game to speedrun.
I agree.
It's not, that is not me coming for my boys who are on the leaderboards. I have a record on the leaderboard.
You do, yeah. That's true.
But like, there's too much inconsistency.
Yes.
Yeah,
there is cool tech. The Wario Yoshi captain swap
Yeah,
is
Captain Crunch
very
is
cool. But like, there's just too much variance.
Yeah.
Anyone want to hear some Dompe stats?
I do, but hold on,
Hold on,
because
hold
I
on.
really
So-
want to talk about that.
So the thing with, I think a lot of speedrunners don't like speedrunners don't like RNG. It's just, that's how it is. And I feel like a game where there's just almost everything like is an RNG moment. It's like
Yeah.
that to me is like, I would not want to do this because my run could be thrown off. Now, obviously, if you watch someone like Matty Ice or someone like Nude Cactus play, you can mitigate the RNG. Like there are things that you can do to kind of avoid the things that trigger it, like the flag RNG that comes up.
Yeah, well,
or-
that's the optimization of
Yeah,
speedrunning.
yeah.
You figure out, okay, how do I skip over this RNG?
but you can't do it all. And when it comes down to it, the game has a lot of elements of randomness that obviously every speedrun's going to have, almost every speedrun. But it's like a little much for me personally.
Yeah, let me tell you real quick. You share your stupid thing after this because I gotta get it off my
Okay,
chest now.
I have another thing to share before that.
So Wind Waker, again, I've been playing through Wind Waker again lately. It's my favorite game of all time. Liam Triforce just released a video about Wind Waker, 2 hours long, made me cry at work. It's a beautiful video. It's excellent video. There is the cannonball minigame where it's like
So
it's
cool.
like Battleship. It's
Okay.
randomized where the 3 squids are every time the squids are the ships.
Is it required?
For 100%, yes. Not for any percent because any percent you're barely playing Wind Waker anymore. 100% you're barely fucking playing Wind Waker
Yeah.
anymore. Anyways, they discovered that okay, it is some form of RNG, but we can track it. They have, I don't know the exact setup, but I'm pretty sure they hook up external devices to the game.
They scan the screen, I think.
I don't know exactly how they do it, but I was listening to the explanation.
What?
I was like, I wonder if I could do this. Mm-mm. No, I just don't. I don't even think
I don't have the
I don't think
equipment.
I have the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like,
I don't think you do have the tools.
Okay, the Secrets of Mana speedrun takes 2 NES controllers. You unplug them and plug them back in or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But like
What?
for Wind Waker, okay, I need
I'll
like
explain that too.
For Wind Waker, I need like an extra computer.
You
like,
gotta get some government technology.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Break into the
Yeah.
Pentagon.
You need an extra computer for Wind Waker.
Yeah.
It
Shout
makes
out-
like a heat map.
Shout out to my boy Linkus, the only guy who speedruns Wind Waker like that.
Okay, so now
No,
I have
that's not the only
I
one.
have 4 things about speedrunning.
One.
Secret of Mana. They use 2 SNES controllers because you can switch characters in that game, and you can switch 1 player to 2 player by unplugging deactivating your character, and then when you deactivate your character, your stamina comes back.
That run is purely physical.
So-
all cardio.
So he's got 2 controllers in his head, and he runs with one dude, then he runs with the other dude, and then he's just running the whole game.
Awesome.
Second thing,
Sounds like a good time.
I wanted to say that I don't think the length of a speedrun is what makes it a speedrun. I think it's the optimization. Something like 100% run of Ocarina of Time with SRM enabled. He's using Furor's Wind to warp anywhere he wants using link angle setups. When I ran Staff of Kings on the Wii, it was faster. It was not a speedrun.
Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings.
Right. And then what? I had Dompe, and then what else did I want to talk about?
I don't know. You didn't say anything.
All right.
I need to hear about Dompe again.
All right, so here's
What
the
is
Dompe.
Dompe?
So Dompe is the Gravedigger dude in Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay.
He
yeah.
digs you up a heart piece.
Gravedigger.
There is a 1 in
The
10
monster
chance
truck.
any patch of dirt he digs up is a heart piece. There's 15 patches of dirt, and once he goes around all 15, the heart piece is guaranteed. However, because your expected value after, it's better if you could just hit any dirt patch faster, right? Because you're
Right.
likely to get it before 15, and if you get it after 15, that's a dead run anyway, because the record probably has like 2.
Is this like 100%?
This is 100% because
Okay.
it's just a heart piece.
Yeah.
So what runners will do is they'll pull back the graveyard or the gravestone, talk to Dompe. If it's not a heart piece, they'll dive in, jump out, talk to Dompe again. And that's faster than letting him walk around. However, because he's not going all the way around, you're never getting the guaranteed heart piece. So you could have
Yeah.
runs where you get it second try, or you could have runs where you get it after like 13th. Now 13th is still better than 15. But the record for on-camera Dompe attempts, I believe, is 114.
That is awesome.
Could you imagine having a 1 in 10 chance for something and failing it 113 times?
That's incredible. That's the greatest
That's
thing I've
like
ever
the
heard.
worst luck of all time.
Yeah.
It's not, but like it's really bad.
Andrew, I like that you're such a is it wealth of knowledge? Is that the term?
Yeah, there's
About
a lot of
speedrunning?
there's a lot
Is
of
it
things
well
I know
of
about.
knowledge? You
Yeah.
have a wealth of knowledge.
It's fighting games, speedrunning, and that was the other thing I want to talk about, Bean Machine and RNG. So when I first started playing Bean Machine, I looked at the Bean Machine speedrun and I saw it and I said, that guy got so lucky. He got every bean the color exactly where he was putting it.
but
And then, 5 years down the line, I'm rewatching the speedrun and I'm like, this guy's really good. He's playing like I play, and when he gets the beans, he's reacting to them in the right way. And I realized there's RNG in the Bean Machine speedrun, but it's like that's like how you kind of play the game, and he makes
Right.
it look like there's no RNG. And I think that's kind of what Matty Ice and the Cactus guy and the other runners that's
Cactus
kind of
guy.
that's kind of what you have to do to baseball,
Yeah.
When you see a pitch, sure, it's RNG if Luigi's going to curve it to the right or curve it to the left, but you can recognize patterns and you can react to the ball. You can know when to bunt to mitigate that. There really is a lot of skill in an
Oh,
RNG
absolutely.
heavy game, as
and-
long as it's not just Dompe.
I'll say this. I genuinely, believe this. If 1, 2, 3, 4, if the 4 on the couch for a month decided to speedrun Mario Superstar Baseball, I don't know if we'd be 1 or 2. I don't think we would be. I think we would all put up a top 7 time if we were to practice every day and do it for a month.
I
And I just think it's because there's not that
I
many
think it would
people
take half a
running
year.
it. But I think that there is you have to be good at the game. And I think we're all good at the game. And then I think after knowing basic strat and engraving that into your mind, I think we would all put up fairly good times.
Yeah, I think so too. Because I think the biggest thing you need to know is for anyone not familiar with the run, there is a strat that you do where you bunt and you run a runner towards home, and then you run back. So the fielder will throw it to home, but you get your runner safe, and they can't throw you at third. So then you have like runners in the corners. and
I've
you
done
can,
that in a real game.
you can yeah, pretty much. So you can like star hit and stuff to move your runners around. There's like different situations call for different types of hitting, bunting versus a star swing. But then like getting that down is like that's the run. Like if you know how to do that, you pretty much know how to win. And like you can get screwed on some stuff. And like there's other nuances, like how with Toad, when you're doing the same bunting strat against Peach's team, Toad doesn't have a good enough arm to throw you out at home, so you just score instead of going back to third. And it's really there's nuance.
Don't get me
to it,
wrong.
for sure.
It's definitely a cool run, and I've watched people run the game. I appreciate the people who do because it expands the Mario Superstar Baseball community as a whole.
For sure.
I just personally, I would never take that month to learn the game. I'd rather learn something more spicy.
So my biggest thing with speedrunning, I hate RNG. So I like games where RNG is little to not at all present.
This
which
guy
I know
hates RNG.
You'd love Dirge's Crystal Feelers. It's
crystal feelers.
so it's
You'd hate Wind
Are those the
Waker.
dogs?
no. There's these so it's like an hour and a half run. There's at like the hour 20 mark. There's these 6 caged off things in crystals, and you have to melee them. They can. I don't know the mechanics behind it. Sometimes they open up immediately. I've seen one not open for like a minute and 30 seconds.
Is it like the hands of Super Mario 3? Where
yeah, it's pretty much that.
yeah.
At
Because
the
it's
very
the end of the
yeah.
run. It's
Yeah.
RNG. It's just stuff.
Here's the one where I know why you would never run a game like Wind Waker. Strictly the 2 or 3 pieces of RNG in the any percent, or just maybe not any percent, but in like a regular run, the Swift Sale. The Swift Sale is the most boring RNG bullshit in the entire game
Why?
because you have to win it at an auction, which winning the auction, not RNG. You can just do that. It's not hard. However, getting it to show
was
up
gonna
at
say,
the
yeah.
auction is
Yep.
a 1 in 5 chance. Every time it doesn't show up, you lose 45 seconds.
That sucks. Especially
Yeah.
because you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. I think after like 2 or 3 like misses on it, people just reset. It's not like
Yeah.
crazy far into the run, I don't think, but it's still fucking annoying.
Yeah, I think because like I'm a big fan of Mario Odyssey. I love playing that game.
How much RNG is in
Very
Odyssey?
little.
Yeah,
I don't know if
think of
there's
any.
any.
None?
I'm sure some of the bosses have some stuff, but I think
I'm
at
sure
this
there's-
point you're able to manipulate them enough that they almost don't have any RNG.
Oh, RNG manipulation's very cool. A lot of games have
Yep.
that. I'm surprised they haven't done it for Ocarina of Time. I wonder
But-
if it's possible, but
I also like Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight has a very cool, quick speed run, 30 minutes, something like that.
Have you ever speedran it before?
No, it's so fucking hard.
you want a quick speed run? Putt saves the zoo.
You want a quick speed run? What was it? Taxi, whatever. What were we talking about? The other day?
Desert bus.
Desert bus.
You know what's
Yeah.
a pretty quick speed run?
Yeah.
But I stopped speed running the game because there was an RNG.
Ooh,
thing.
RNG.
Mario Kart 64. There is one of the levels where I think it's like on the third set of the tracks. So it's like halfway through your speed run.
Uh-huh.
There's a part where you can be frame perfect and it just doesn't work. Where
So
it
you're not
skips.
frame perfect.
No, like
Oh, is it just like sometime?
it just
It's-
doesn't
it's
just
random.
doesn't work. Just yeah, it's random. And it really deterred me from progressing farther in the speed run.
Mario Kart speedrunners are insane.
I was about to say Mario Kart is one of the coolest, just in general, no matter what the game is. It's
Yeah,
one of like the coolest
Funky Kong
speedruns.
loops on Wii.
Oh yeah.
Because well,
Super Circuit has some crazy shit.
Yes.
I think Mario Kart Wii is like the most the coolest.
Oh, that's true.
Is Super Circuit the
Yeah.
Cocoa Mountain one or whatever it is?
Yeah.
That's a really cool one. But I like that you can either do like a full cup or a full like 16 tracks, or you can do like just I'm going to speedrun Rumble Volcano. This is the only course I'm gonna play. I'm gonna beat it in 12
Yeah, it's
seconds.
like-
I have-
your girlfriend's like, if I beat you at Mario Kart, I can look through your phone, and then you pull out the super shortcut.
Oh, I've had that. I've had that on Wario's
Busted out Rumble Volcanoes.
on Wario's park. You just
Stadium, yeah.
kick through the walls. Yeah, I've raced my first ex-girlfriend, and I was like, if you win, I'll give you a minute head start. I'm like, if you win, you can get whatever you want. And she's like, well, what happens if you win? And I was like, you know what I want. and
A
I
home
just
cooked meal.
skipped through the walls 3 times, and she hated me.
I
so
the
fucking
one
It didn't
on,
work out.
on Wii,
Yeah,
the Rainbow
I
Road,
heard that by X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rainbow Road Super Shortcut. I thought it was really cool, so I practiced it a ton when I was like 18, and I got it like pretty good, not 100% or anything. But then when I was in college, we had like the drunk goggles Mario Kart.
I kicked ass at that.
So, well,
Did
you know,
do Rainbow Road skip?
I did the Rainbow Road Super Shortcut with the drunk goggles on.
Did you get it?
I got it.
Did they think it was an accident?
No, the cop was like, "All right, I could tell the goggles don't work on you." And I'm like,
Dude, that is awesome.
and this is why
I
I
can
don't need
drink however-
glasses to drive.
well, that's why you.
I can drink
that's
however
why
much I want.
Andrew can drink and drive now because he can just do super shortcut.
The cop gave him a certificate. Yeah.
Yeah, certified drunk
No, dude.
driver.
When they did that in my hall, I was a part of the hall government, so I was like involved in the program. I brought my GameCube and brought Double Dash.
You were a narc.
I was not a narc. What? I had the drunk goggles on.
Oh,
They
I'm part of
gave
the
me-
whole
They,
government. So City
I
Hall.
could talk about that for hours. He was part of the whole.
I was,
government
as
the second
treasurer.
year.
You were in the city hall.
No.
There was no thing for
The
that.
mayor.
But what's it called? They gave me the hardest drunk goggles, and I still beat everybody by a minute on Double Dash Rainbow Road. The hardest drunk goggles that they have. Invert your vision and flip it upside down.
Oh, that is awesome.
That's
and
so funny.
I kicked ass.
Yo, mirror mode.
Literally.
It was literally mirror mode. It was awesome. It was so fun.
That's so cool.
What I really want to do, and I'm sad I only thought of this now. I want to like chug like 6 beers, then go to one of those events. And it'd be like, let's see if I can beat your ass at Mario Kart.
And then they give you the drunk goggles.
They give me the drunk
also.
goggles, and I'm like,
And you
Fuck
can see
you.
perfectly.
Yeah.
They're unlocked.
dude,
when you're
I
drunk.
wear undrunk goggles that I like make my own glasses to counteract the effect.
Oh, sorry,
And I'm
undrunk
walking
your
in a
goggles.
straight line. I'm beating everyone at Mario Kart.
Undrunk not goggles.
Dude, you're the coolest guy at the AA meeting.
Yeah, I drink and drive, and it's not a problem.
Yeah, and I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
I
Don't
just
drink
had
and
6
drive.
beers the other night.
Don't do
Didn't
it.
beat a single person.
so there's a really funny video of someone we used to know in high school where you know how they would go to like your school with the go-kart type thing. They give you the drunk goggles. You ever have it? We had it at our school.
I never did it. but
Really?
yeah.
They let
Okay.
you drive a go-kart?
So they gave us like a go-kart in the gym, and they'd set up like a course made out of like cones and stuff. And we would put on drunk goggles and drive the go-kart around. And there's a video of someone we're friends with where they get in the car and drive directly into the cones and then wipe out like every cone in the course without being on for a second.
Did they
You're
do it
gonna-
on purpose?
I don't think so.
You're gonna have to tell me who that is
Yeah,
because
well.
I actually I don't know that at all.
Yeah, it was
That's
so it's
awesome.
so funny.
Oh god.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no, I didn't have like it's so hard to say what I'm about to say correctly. Let's see. I am bad at social stuff like that, like being like, oh, I want to go do something like that, and then just being like, hey, Mr. Guy with your go-kart, put the drunk goggles on me, I'm gonna drive your go-kart. But like,
Okay.
I could talk to anybody who's just a guy. The second they put an apron on or they're a service member, I can't do it.
So
I will
any-
not ask the Wendy's guy for more ketchup.
So it's not even like authority
No.
because
Well, it kind of is because the person behind the counter at Wendy's is the authority. But I've been that person
The
before.
Wendy's
And if
police.
anybody's nervous, I'm just like, what is wrong with you?
I'm just trying
One-
to give you
one
muffins.
time I had to call in a pizza for Nick because he was too scared.
Yeah, and you'll continue to do that for the rest of our lives.
Oh, Nick, you had someone with your student loans going on, right? And it took you like a month to call the bank.
They almost canceled my meal plan at school because I didn't handle the situation in an
Oh my
apt amount of
God,
time.
dude.
They were like, all right, yeah, if you don't handle this by like a week from today, your meal plan's gone. If you don't handle it by 2 weeks, you can't live in your
You're
room
gone.
anymore. Yeah, exactly.
I guess I'll starve and be homeless.
Yeah, so I got it fixed, but it was a mess. We like
Yeah.
put my dad's social security as my social security,
Oh
and
my
vice
God,
versa.
That sounds illegal.
And it was an accident, but yeah, no, it made the loan process really difficult. Fuck Sally Mae. Don't take loans out from Sally Mae. It's the most worst, terrible process I've
sounds like a
ever been through.
bitch.
She's a fucking bitch. Don't even look her up. Wells Fargo saved my life that semester because they were about to kick me out of school, and I was just like, anyone know a good loan thing that doesn't bitch at me? And
I know a guy.
and they were like, yeah, Wells Fargo. I did it in like 30 minutes. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I owe you like $12,000, but at least it was fast.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I
Pretty cool.
resent my student loans. I've been paying them off.
I
and,
don't have any.
Yeah, me
Ooh,
neither.
Joey doesn't have any.
Oh, you don't either?
because-
Yeah, I
What'd you
actually,
do? You scam the government?
No, my parents paid for it, and now
Aw.
I'm so rich I give out student loans.
Oh, good. Oh man, I wish I was you. My sister, she's like the hometown hero who's like, I stayed home. I just paid off like my first or my like third semester at community college. Like I put the amount of money down. I'm just like,
That's what I did.
yeah, that's cool, but like I had like way more fun.
That's probably fair also.
You go to the same bars with your stupid friends. I went to the comic shop up the road.
I played with cards every Friday, and I played Pokemon Pinball with Andrew every
Sunday.
You started the Mario Baseball Club.
But hey.
we did not start it, but we
Those student loans put us here today.
Yeah.
hey, they did.
So
Listen,
really,
how much
the
do I
club
owe you?
finance should go to your loans, right?
yep, that's
That's-
what's it called? There's like me and my sister were already different people before like I went away to school and stuff, but you can tell just how different we came out because I went away and she didn't. I got that slice of freedom, and then when COVID moved us back, within 3 months I moved out.
yeah.
She is going to sit there for as long as she can. My parents annoy the fuck out of her, and she will sit pretty for as long as she can, just like this.
I could have, I didn't go away for college, but I could have stayed at my parents' house
Well,
longer.
why would you?
But like,
It's not comfortable. You also
it
have
was
3 siblings.
So much better to not do that.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun here.
yeah. Well, I mean, your house, like your parents went to bed at like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, my parents are sweethearts.
Your parents are sweethearts. I mean, like at least Trish
especially your
is.
mom.
You know,
My dad's
Ru-
a sweetheart.
Russ usually isn't too happy when he comes home from work and I'm in his bed. but
What the? Oh, all right. I just realized it's
Wait,
fake.
why
I'm like,
are you
what
in
the
my
fuck are
bed?"
you doing in my dad's bed? That's my mom's bed.
Yeah,
oh
well,
wait, that's my
Man,
mom's
dude, my parents are
bed.
so rich, but they can't afford 2 beds. SMH.
dude, there is something to be said about when you are like older and moved in with somebody, like having separate bedrooms, like a partner, not like your roommates. You should probably
I
have
think
separate bedrooms from your
I
roommates.
don't
if you
have
can.
it confirmed on authority, but I'm pretty sure my dad fucks.
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
I'm pretty sure I've heard of like not crumbling marriages of people doing that,
Yeah,
which is crazy. But I mean, totally makes sense.
Like,
in
I'm
some
I'm pretty sure it
scenarios.
has everything to do with what you just said.
I'm not gonna say like no, I would, if me and Bonnie moved into a place where we could have separate bedrooms, that would be excellent. Because even if we like, okay, like, haha, it's nighttime, time to sleep over together in the same bed every time. Like,
Time to
I li-
sleep over.
I
you
like
live
having my own
together.
space. Have you guys seen a picture of my room?
I lived in your room.
You
Yeah, I've
lived-
seen
well,
your
no.
I've seen your room.
I'm in
Yeah.
your bedroom pretty often.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you've seen what has happened to it.
There's a lot of vines.
There's a lot of not my shit.
Yep.
It's weird. It's almost like 50-50.
And okay,
Dude, it's almost like she's better at
One
decorating
of
than you
one
are.
of the funniest
So-
things I've seen. I
so-
walk. let me say this just real quick.
Yeah.
I walk into Nick and Bonnie's room. Nick has like his corner of the room with all his posters and stuff, and he has his amiibos like hanging on thumbtacks along the
Yeah, that's his
the
vines.
perimeter of the ceiling.
Yeah,
And then
looks great.
Bonnie hung like fake vines along the whole thing to cover him up.
Oh, they're on the amiibo.
Oh yeah, they're
I
like
did
going
not
in
see
between the
that.
amiibos.
That's
It's
so
so
funny.
funny.
Like the crazy thing is, like, I will literally do anything for that woman, and I've shown that many times. At this point, we've been
Put my
together.
amiibo.
Yeah, we've been together 2 years and 4 months.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah.
She is the most passive ass I've ever met in my life. If she doesn't like how something is, she'll just change it and not mention
That's
it at all.
I don't
So
think that's
funny.
what passive is.
What do you mean? What do you mean? She'll just like wait for me to say something, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't like how that looked."
If she's changing it, that seems pretty active, no?
It's
Well,
like
she doesn't
what's-
tell me. She's not like, "Do you want me to do this?"
If I like broke the table right now and didn't tell you, would I be passive?
No, you just be a
I'm
dick.
here.
Right after you left.
No, because we had considered a few different layouts for our room, and I was like, because she was like, we should have like sides of the room, like that would be really helpful in like decorating and stuff, because we have very different styles. I was just like, yeah, that could work, but then like the bed has to be really like in the middle of the room instead of just on like one person's side or just one side of the room, which can really be taxing on the space. And I tried putting it in the middle, and it made the space so tiny. So it's up against a corner with a little nightstand. That's my side of the room. If you lay out my room,
Yep.
I have probably 33%,
Yeah, that sounds
and
about right.
the bed takes up 25 of it. And personally, I'm pacified with that. I have a desk.
You do.
I have my amiibos
You have a
hanging.
corner.
I have the Nick zone.
Plus, you have
That's
the
all I need.
basement.
And every time that it comes up, she's like, I could like give you more space. I'm like, it's fine for me. And also, no, you can't. You have like so much stuff that needs space. Her
Ooh.
guitar on the stand is in front of my underwear. I need to move it every morning.
I like the picture.
There's nowhere else for it.
There's a picture of Bonnie's guitar inside the laundry basket or whatever it is, like a bin with stuff in it. And it's just like it's not on a stand. It's just like in the thing.
Yeah, dude, that's what we are very different people, me and Bonnie, when it comes to how we live our lives. I am a tidy boy
You
who
are.
likes his things tidy and put away. After I went through so much anguish as a child with a messy, like terribly messy room, once a month having to clean it all day, I was like, okay, well, there are micro things I can do to mitigate that, especially just like I have ADHD. Like, definitely not diagnosed, but
Confirmed.
like everybody knows it if you know me at all, except my mom because she doesn't know me.
She doesn't believe me.
Dude, she'll to my face, she'll be like, maybe you do, and then to my sister behind my back, she'll be like, what if your brother's autistic? I was just like,
What about him, Mom?
I don't have confirmation on that, but I'm pretty sure.
My
That's-
mom's a
yeah.
nurse. She loves to diagnose people with, mental orders, and I don't think she's hit you yet.
I don't spend.
You gotta bring
Okay,
Nick over.
I spend plenty of time with her. but
Not a
there's
lot of
not a lot of
talking.
talking. Yeah, she could diagnose me with like stupid cock syndrome.
Yeah, cock
maybe.
being 19.
Yeah. But no, what I was saying was like it's not that I even like things in like super tidy. Like my desk is a bit messy, and like she keeps some clothes on the floor, fine. But like there will just be receipts on the floor. We have a garbage can in the room that only I take out. There's receipts on the floor. There's like little Splenda packets from work on the floor. And we talked about it one time. I'm like, listen, like I don't mind picking up some stuff, but can you like try? And she's like, okay, I'll try, but I should be allowed one piece of garbage on the floor.
What?
There
That's
has
really-
been a
that's
spoon.
really funny, though.
Reasonable. It's just such a weird
It's
There
not
request.
has
funny, it's
been
like-
a
yeah.
spoon, a metal spoon, wrapped in a tissue on her nightstand for 3 weeks.
I successfully.
What are you waiting for?
I've successfully stolen 2 pieces of silverware from this house.
We don't have enough.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
It was an accident, and I don't know where either of them are.
in your silverware drawer.
No. It was while I lived here.
So you say we don't have enough. We have at least like 10
You
of
have
each
enough.
utensil. We have enough. The only problem is
No
no one does their dishes, and the only person who claims to do the dishes is you.
Jason also claims to do dishes.
No,
Oh,
Jason
okay.
claims to do his own dishes. If there is a sink with my stuff plus other stuff, I will almost every time do the whole sink.
I won't.
I will.
I know because you're not a team player.
No, I'm not a team
people
player.
people in this house frequently wake up to an empty sink because of me.
I'm not.
You're
I'm not
you're a baddie,
cleaning-
Andy. What can I say?
I'm not cleaning someone else's dishes because they're too fucking lazy.
I
I am.
Not
am
my problem.
I'm a chore monkey. I'm the mom of the house. Everybody can acknowledge that. Unfortunately, I messaged on Mother's Day in the house chat and I said, wish your house mother a happy Mother's Day. Nobody said anything.
I would have.
which is
I
fucking-
lived here. I did not say it.
which is dog shit, because if you can't acknowledge that I'm the mom of the house, I don't even know why I'm here.
Well, I had to be the dad of the house, so I should have just
you were the
like
dad of the house.
called
that's
you a bitch or
true.
something.
That-
I don't know.
That's very probably.
What
Get in
am
the
I?
kitchen.
What am I of the house?
You're the
Skank.
Court jester.
So
Most houses don't have that, I guess.
do you know do you know about brownies?
No.
I've had a
like,
brownie.
like boggarts.
What?
Less. Less than nothing about boggarts.
Okay, I've had brownies before.
A boggart is like a house. They're called brownies in some contexts. A boggart is like a house goblin that helps sometimes. But if you don't, if you
You're
don't,
the house goblin.
if you don't like feed them, they like break shit.
That is awesome.
I cook you dinner once a week.
It's
I-
true.
Wait, recently Nick told me a story about how he was like making pasta and was like, "Hey Andrew, do you want some pasta?"
That was like 3 days ago.
All right,
And
so
then
you cook me dinner once every 2
So-
weeks. I'm changing the
Yeah.
narrative now.
So Nick offers Andrew pasta and was like, "Hey, do you want some?" And Andrew's like, "Yeah, I'll have some pasta." And then Nick makes it and eats it all.
No, I didn't. I realized once I finished cooking the pasta, I was like,
You didn't make it.
wait, I only made half a box. That's enough for me. I was like, do you want like a little? I need to eat. And he was like, no, it's all right, man.
That's so fucking
And
funny.
then I broke some of his stuff.
Yeah. Then I broke 3 of his amiibos.
Yeah. I think I might just slowly take amiibos off your wall one by one.
You wouldn't know. Oh, off the wall, you definitely
Off the wall, I
notice.
definitely noticed. Off the rack over there,
It would take
I'd
a
probably
while.
still notice.
I'll start with Falco.
That's fine.
Why?
I don't like him that much. I look at the amiibos.
No.
What? Shut up.
That's all the time
Racist.
we have to.
I don't give a shit about Star Fox.
I love Falco though. Have
I
you
love
played
Falco.
Melee?
I hate Star
silently
Fox. I
shitting
love Falco.
on
Exactly.
the 64, and I
I
will
also-
not
I
fucking
also-
stand for
No.
this.
I do not stand for the 64.
don't-
I stand for Melee.
I don't care about
I know. Go, continue.
I just like I don't care about Fox and Falco's playstyle in Smash Bros. Melee's a whole different story. Melee's
Yeah.
not Smash Bros. It's a fighting game. Whatever.
But they're both very different.
What?
Like you don't care for Fox or Falco's playstyle.
No.
They have very different playstyles.
Yeah, and I lose to both. Done. Don't
Okay.
care.
I actually don't like watching Fox for Melee or for 64.
Well, you probably shouldn't watch
He's like the
Melee.
cool
then.
Bro, Fox and Melee is so cool.
I like Falco. I like watching Falco.
I also like
Did you guys see
watching
the
Falco.
news? Not PlayStation. Nicktoons All Stars. There was an image leaked of Powdered Toast Man with a big old red toast around him, and then the developer was like,
Shine?
"Yeah, guess the image leak. That's a shine. He can wave shine, and I gave the move jump squat in a game with no jump squat
What?
so that he can multi shine.
That's first of all, that sounds incredibly broken.
I think
is
this
it-
game's gonna be dog shit.
My biggest
Powder Toast Man, he looks like a heavy though.
he
so
definitely
right?
probably is. My biggest concern about this game is that it has nothing to do with the gameplay. It doesn't have voice acting.
It looks like Project M. The combos are way too long.
Dude,
No, that's not a
okay.
problem.
The big, I think I agree with that. The biggest problem is that there's not, apparently not going to be voice acting.
There's not.
That like, what is the game then? Okay, it's music.
There's like sounds for the moves, but it's like they're all generic sounds.
Then again, like, I mean, Nicktoons MLB sucks ass for sure.
Yeah, that's
but
not
like,
a good example.
they don't have voice lines in that game either.
Yeah, I know that's why it's not a good
The-
example
the,
though.
The oh, okay, whatever.
At least Tyler gives me the voice lines.
he does.
Fixing my mic on the fly.
Yeah, take your time, man.
Like,
I'm
almost at the end of
excited.
the
I
video.
want to play that game. I'm not expecting anything crazy because the
neither.
last time I expected anything from a Smash clone was when I was in like elementary school or like maybe early middle school. Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL. I made a crazy like video
alright.
about it
I'll
on.
live.
I made a video about it on YouTube. It's on my old channel, which I will not tell you the name of today because I'm feeling embarrassed about
Subscribe
it
to
today.
Crit Nick.
That's my new channel. That's great. But like Cartoon Network
No, that's
Punch Time Explosion XL for the Wii. Cool roster. They got Monkey from Dexter. They got Johnny Bravo, I think. They got all 3 Powerpuff Girls separate. They got Captain Knuckles and Flapjack together. They got Billy and Mandy.
So, but back to Nickelodeon or Smash clones in general.
Yeah, the Cartoon Network one has a cool roster. Game sucks ass. It's so bad.
You know what?
I was so excited for
Smash
it.
One's
PlayStation
really
All-Stars
fun. PlayStation
has
All-Stars.
bad roster, bad game.
No, that game's fun.
It has Parappa.
It
at
does.
least,
Okay.
and Spike.
That game is fun.
Definitely bad roster. Like there's like 12 or like 14 characters.
No
a little
Crash,
more
no
than that.
Spyro,
No Crash
no
or Spyro.
mix-ups.
There-
No mix-ups.
The oh god.
But it's
Like,
got confirms for days, and that's
It's-
what I live for.
It's got so many. Like I played Parappa. I don't think he had a lot of confirms.
I don't think so either. I played Good Cole and
Yeah.
Sackboy.
I played
Dude,
Spike.
They had like 14 characters.
I'm ready, Professor.
I speedrun
They-
Ape Escape.
They had 14.
Yeah, actually.
I think it's like 14. It might be like maximum 20. They had like 14 to 20 characters in that game, and like 2 of them were Cole.
That's true. 2 of them were Cole. They added well, Kratos was in the game by default, but he was really good. And then they added Zeus, also from God of War, and he was better, I think. Or maybe he was worse. I think
No, he was better. Zeus was like the SS.
He was, right?
tier, Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had some like weird teleport thing that gave him super armor.
Yo, Ivan
In a game
is-
without super armor.
No, there's armor in the
Oh,
game.
okay.
Big Daddy from BioShock, he had the charge move that had. I played a lot of this game, like an unhealthy amount. I was at like the highest rank on the leaderboard.
Wow, yeah.
Not like number 1, but like the highest level.
Does the game
belt.
have like depth?
Some.
Okay.
It's got a cool killing system.
It does.
Yeah.
I like the way the kills
Yeah.
work in
The
that game.
stage list is kind of ass though.
The stages are all right, not great. I think the characters they added for DLC are really cool. There's a character Kat from Gravity Rush.
Oh
Remember
yeah, she was
Gravity
really
Rush?
cool. I
She
didn't
was
know
really
they
cool
added
in
her.
that game.
My big thing with PlayStation All Stars is like, so I didn't grow up on PlayStation, but
Me
I
neither.
feel like did you grew up on PlayStation?
Yeah, Smash Bros has better PlayStation
Yeah.
All Stars than that game.
That's
So
true.
that's true. Do you know, or did you know, like how much?
Fucking
of the,
anyone? No.
Yeah, who
I
is-
knew like 5
so,
characters.
So here's the thing. I didn't grow up on PlayStation. My first console, PlayStation-wise, was a PS3. I knew most of the characters.
Who the hell's Fat Princess?
I didn't know Fat
don't know.
Princess, but she's from a game called Fat Princess.
But how sick would it be if you had like Alucard from Symphony of the Night,
that would be
Crash
awesome.
and Spyro, what are they? Tony Hawk,
That'd be cool.
All right, listen.
Tamba.
Okay.
So like it gave you a lot of like recent ones though. It was weird. They gave you Big Daddy from BioShock. Which
Oh,
is
you know what?
cool.
I want PS2 All Stars. I keep forgetting there's other PlayStations.
Nathan Drake. That's a PS3.
Was he not in that game?
Nathan Drake?
Yeah,
He was.
in All Stars.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. He was in
You
PlayStation
had
All
Cole
Stars.
and Evil Cole. That's
you
a big
could put in
PlayStation one.
Vincent Valentine from Dirge of Cerberus.
Yo,
They had Isaac from Dead Space. Pretty
Jack
sure.
and Daxter.
they did good. Who? What?
Snake was not.
Snake
in the
was
game.
not in
But
the game.
Snake was in Smash at the time, so
They
that's
ha-
probably
they
what
had
the
some
issue
fucking-
was.
They had Raiden. Raiden's
They-
cooler
Oh,
than
they
Snake.
did. Raiden was awesome.
Raiden's a Chad.
Raiden was definitely cooler. It's just like it's crazy to me how another video game company didn't try to focus so heavily on its IPs and make them cool and appealing. PlayStation has like what are
do you
PlayStation's
mean?
big IPs right now?
Little
God of
Big
War.
Planet, God of War, Uncharted, Horizon Zero.
What's the character in
whatever,
Horizon Zero Dawn? Aoi, shut
I
the
don't
fuck up.
fucking-
Who the fuck is that?
No,
Nobody's
well,
ever
in
heard
all
of
fairness,
Aoi.
she
Shut
has
up.
one game.
Who?
She has one game, I said.
She who? Aoi?
Aloy.
Aloy is her name. That's awful.
Sega put
I don't like that game.
All their
The-
eggs in one basket. Sonic.
Sega
Yeah.
put the Yakuza guy in the monkey ball.
They did.
That is
You
so
know,
awesome.
Sega actually does have a few more things going for it.
Sega they do a lot of crossover characters. They put Sonic in Bean Machine. They did Sega and All
They
Stars
put
Racing.
Sonic in the Olympics.
They put the heavy from TF2 in their racing game. They didn't even own
That's cool.
fucking TF2.
I think
They put Danica Patrick in the racing game.
the video
that's one of my favorite things.
Oh,
I
it's
think,
so good.
but like you look at like Xbox. Xbox had pretty big IPs.
What are you talking
You
about?
could have
Xbox.
put Sora from Kingdom
Halo.
Hearts in
Xbox
PlayStation All
360
Stars.
Yeah, so I'll say this. I grew up from the 10.0 PlayStation 1,
Gears of
2.
War.
Xbox 360 was awesome. Gears of War,
Banjo
Call of
Kazooie.
Duty, Halo, like so many. What was it? Not Forza. Is it Forza?
Yeah.
Forza. So many good games for the 360. When the Xbox One came out,
They blew it.
they blew it.
But you know what?
Completely blew it.
But, like,
PlayStation. Sorry, PlayStation also has Jack and Dexter and Ratchet and Clank.
Well, that's hype.
Yeah, that's cool. My thing with the Xbox is Xbox, their IPs in at least my mind don't have any staying power because there's no face.
Besides Halo.
Who? Okay, great. You have one. Good
Yeah.
for you.
It's a big one.
Good. It is
It's a big
Is
one.
it even? Is it still big?
Halo has a new game coming out
Coming out
soon,
soon.
and people are very excited for it
that's
because
cool.
it's
Should be good. It should
free
be
to play
good.
multiplayer.
My
People are hyped
housemate
about
played
that.
the anniversary collection for like a long time.
Yeah, anniversary or the Master Chief collection.
I
was,
play that.
was
I still play that.
very worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like besides that, Xbox, at least from what I know, does not have a face. Where like,
Correct.
okay, I can show my mom Kirby, and she's like,
Yeah, you show your
that's a Pokemon.
show
I'm like,
anyone-
you're close enough.
you show
right?
everyone Mario, and it's like, oh, that's Mario.
Well, Eric, listen,
But
I
also-
think Mario even transcends what I'm
Yeah,
saying now.
because I think Nintendo was in the game just so much earlier.
So was PlayStation 1 too as well.
But also, because the thing with like Xbox is the genre is completely different, right? You're playing Xbox because you like shooters, because you like really that's like what separates Nintendo from PlayStation and Xbox. You're playing PlayStation and Xbox, you probably like shooters. It's probably like more of your thing. Racing games are a big
real
thing on
car
there.
games.
No, you do have like you have your Little Big Planet. You have like your Ratchet and Clank. You've got what is it, Viva Pinata?
Yeah, put that in PlayStation.
That game,
All-Stars.
to be fair, that game is excellent.
It's
I mean,
it's
even-
Chow Garden.
I mean,
Yeah.
even what's
It
it called?
is.
Spyro.
Spyro, yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Dude, I had
Banjo and Kazooie.
I had Spyro Enter the
So,
Dragonfly,
Xbox
and
One?
I had Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, and I was like, these games are awesome. And then I found out that both of them are the fourth game after a trilogy that no one likes. No one likes the fourth game. They all like the trilogy, and I'm like, these are the best games ever, so I can't wait for Crash and Spyro 1, 2, and 3.
And what happened when you
They
played
were
them?
like a little better. I
Okay.
still prefer the old ones, or
Damn.
the fourth games, because I'm crazy.
Andrew, you ever play Jack and Dexter?
Yeah, I like it.
How many?
Just the first one.
Okay. Because a lot of people like the first one's like a really fun collectathon. Nick, you'd like that game. You should play it.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I
and
liked Ty the Tasmanian Tiger,
It's basically that,
Could have
but
put him
better.
in.
and that game's not
It
even.
looks
that
like that game, but better from what I've seen.
That's-
From Ty. I've
I would
played
say
Jack
it's
and
better
Dexter.
than Ty.
Yo,
Ty's a little jank.
Ty the
Yeah.
Tasmanian Tiger 2 is coming to the Switch.
That's kind of.
pretty
It's like
soon.
new.
I have it on PS2. You
Oh,
wanna
it's a
play it?
remaster.
No, I'm gonna
Stop
get the
waiting
remaster.
to pay for things when I own them.
Okay. Fuck it.
You are waiting so you can buy a
But-
product you have
Yeah.
access to.
Well,
I'm very like keen on like, okay, if there's a good collectathon, the chances are I'll bump it up on my list of like ordered things to play, and I'll play it earlier. Like Hat in Time went on sale for 50% off.
Is that
the
a
other day.
collectathon?
Yes, it is.
Is it good? I want to
It
play
is
it.
phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
I-
I played it. I only have played 2 days so far. The first day I played like 2 hours and went to bed. I was like, that was very fun. The next day I played all day until my wrists were like burning, and I couldn't stop. It was so
I played that
fucking
game
good.
for like 10 days in a row.
Damn.
It was the movement is amazing. Do you enjoy hat dives in Mario Odyssey?
You know I enjoy hat dives in Mario Odyssey.
You can go way farther.
Sign me up. Get me in there. I'm in.
Like the most important thing. I mean, I think most people know this. Most important thing for me in a game is the gameplay. Story, fuck story. I don't care.
I
about the
agree.
Story. But the most important thing in a 3D game like that is the
Collectible.
characters. However many collectibles I can find. No, it's about movement. And if your character is not fun to move, I'm not fucking
Game fucking
playing your
sucks.
game. Hat Kid is the most fun I've had moving a 3D character in a long, long time.
How much is the game?
Uh,
Not on sale.
Not on sale. I think it's like $20.
I'm in. I'm
Yeah,
playing.
it's so worth it. I don't know how many timepieces there are. I bought the full DLC too because it was on sale 50% off for like $20. So I just got the full DLC
May as
just
well,
in
yeah.
case I liked it. Whatever, it's so cheap, I'll do it.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, I would highly. I have only gotten on just under 30 timepieces, and I would recommend that game to anybody.
How many timepieces are there?
100
plus, I'm in. Oh, man.
I don't know how many there are at all. There might be like 300. I have no fucking idea.
That's nothing, dude. There are 800 and something
So
moons in Mario Odyssey.
the amount of time it takes between, especially not knowing the game, between getting timepieces can vary pretty greatly. Some of the levels could be like 2 minutes. I played a level that was like 10, 15 minutes for one timepiece, but it was still fun. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know how many, if there's that many
You know what my
have no idea.
favorite collectathon ever is?
ever.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Bez.
Fez is cool.
Never heard of Fez.
You would love the
Whoa.
shit out of Fez.
Andrew, screw Guilty Gear. We got to play Fez together.
What do you mean there's a video game I haven't heard of?
So it's a
My
game.
mom would be pissed.
Imagine a 2D game that you're able to rotate in 3 dimensions.
Oh.
So like if you're
Super Paper
standing,
Mario.
say I'm like
No, it's way
standing
cooler.
in the middle of the screen and I rotate. Now I'm standing on the left side of this side of the screen.
Oh, that's pretty
And
dope.
you can like, and there's a whole language in the game that you can like decipher
Yo,
to
like,
collect things. It's really good.
that's pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
so it's a fucking journey. You would like that game. a
Very
lot.
cool game.
I
You know
was
what?
bad as fuck at that game.
Great sound
You
design.
said that you prefer gameplay to story, and then I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of all the games that I like the story more than the gameplay, and you haven't played any of them.
The only game that I like the story more than the gameplay that I can think of off the top of my head is like The Last of Us.
It's like I like the gameplay
'Cause
in all
the
these
gameplay's so
games,
bad.
but like Final Fantasy VII, Chrono Trigger, Xenoblade, and some other fourth game I forgot. They're all great stories.
I just
Yeah.
feel like a story like you need good gameplay to go along
They
with your
have good
story.
Yes.
gameplay.
Because like a
That's-
game with terrible to no story that has really good gameplay, I'm still gonna play it. But a game with a really good story that has dog shit gameplay, I'm probably not gonna play it.
I frequently talk about how Chrono Trigger has like the best pacing of any RPG because you get a new move every like more frequently than like every level.
That's awesome.
That is cool. I was gonna say, The Last of Us is the king of exactly what we were talking
Mhm.
about.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think we've talked about this honestly on the podcast before,
I think
but
we have
I
too.
just I will reinstate it again. The Last of Us is my least favorite game that I've beaten.
You've beaten that game. That's crazy.
I beat the game. I hated pretty
Kingdom
much
Hearts
every
2.
second of it. I really enjoy the story. I think the story's cool. I would have gotten more out of the game if I watched someone play it. And that is a bad thing about a game. Good for you,
Mike
Mike.
played it 3 times and he probably didn't have fun once.
I'm not a shooters guy though, but even then I don't even know how good the shooting
I didn't think
is
the
in that
first one
game.
was. I think it had potential, but I think the first one was a little weak as far as gameplay goes. The second one pretty much made up for all the shortcomings of the first
yeah,
one
I
in
didn't.
gameplay.
Yeah, I didn't own a PlayStation 4. So I couldn't play The Last of Us. But I PS3, whatever. And I watched Let's Play, and I just remember saying, "Oh, I like the story." It just wasn't a game that
Yeah.
I would buy a system to go play for.
The biggest thing about Last of Us's gameplay is that the gameplay itself isn't it wasn't meant to be like groundbreaking or even like really good. Like you weren't playing that game for the gameplay. You were playing for like I'm immersing myself in this horror world where like I'm sneaking around buildings in the dark and there are these zombies, the clickers that are making this like horrifying noise and I have to try to sneak around them
Yeah,
without making
But
noise.
if the game is too hard, then it takes out that level because I remember being a little scared at parts. I remember being mad for most of it.
I'm gonna say something.
And I don't think that I suck at the
yes,
game.
you do suck at the game because
I
the
agree.
game was not that hard.
Oh, all right.
This is coming. All
Yeah,
right, for
okay.
reference, this is coming from the guy who played Infamous on the easiest difficulty and couldn't beat it.
I just want to talk about that for a second. He's talking about
To be fair, Second Son,
He's
right?
talking about Infamous Second Son.
Yeah.
I got almost a full way through the first Infamous, but I got stuck
The
on a
balloons.
I got
That's the
stuck
last
on a,
level.
Oh my god! No, you didn't. That level sucked ass. I
It
played it
does
for
suck.
days, and I
It
couldn't.
does
I couldn't
suck.
beat it. But Infamous Second Son, I got up to the first boss. I think he's a guy who's like Rocky.
Yeah.
It's like, I just couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not gonna play this
Pretty sure
anymore.
it's I think it's a girl. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. How would I remember that? That was like 7
That game's
years
really
ago.
good.
I believe you. It looks really cool, and I would love to dive into an Infamous game. Like Infamous 2, I've heard is very cool.
It's the only one I haven't played.
What? I heard that
Um,
was like the good one.
Well, Mike says he has all 3. I played the first one and it was good. It was a lot of fun. And then I didn't play the second one because I didn't really care when it came out. And then I played Second Son because it was like PS4 release. It was like the game that was out on PS4.
yeah,
That game
the
is
pre-order
so
came with a beanie.
fucking good. That's awesome. And then there was a DLC that was really good for it too. It was like a whole extra side story where you played as the girl that had the neon powers. It was cool.
So
Yeah.
So I'm gonna paint a picture for my friends right now.
You got paint?
when you're a kid, you know, you have all these dreams and you look forward to stuff because you're in school every single day. I didn't have that many friends growing up. I had video games. and there's something that it doesn't sit well with me. The Kingdom Hearts franchise should not have been. I don't know how the rights work. It should not have been for Sony. If it being for Sony screwed the entire franchise up, because after the second game, they started putting all their games to the PSP and making them handheld.
They're on 3DS also.
Yeah, they're on DS and Game Boy.
Had it been for had Microsoft owned the rights, they would have made more games. It would have been for the consoles, and they wouldn't have had. I was in middle school when I beat the second game, and for my YouTube just started becoming popular in like 05, 06. I would like watch people play the game. I would watch people talk about the next game, and every single year I was disappointed. It never came.
And then it did come, and it was
terrible.
So let me tell you something, and I believe this with my whole heart. I think that Square Enix hates Kingdom Hearts. I think they fucking hate it.
They love their Final Fantasy.
We accidentally made this, and people like it. It's gonna make us money. Let's keep doing it. Let's put Cloud in as well because we like Cloud.
They love Cloud.
I wanted to say before Kingdom Hearts 2 was the fourth game that I forgot that had a really good story that I liked a lot. So about them making garbage games, Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of my favorite games, one of the best games of all time.
Yes.
I love Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot too, and I even like Chain of Memories. They
put out
shitty rhythm games and AR and mobile games. We are this close to getting a Kingdom Hearts Dr. Mario clone, and I want it so bad.
That would be cool. Why does it have to be Dr. Mario? Dr. Mario sucks.
So they don't have the balls to clone Tetris.
I was gonna say, all right, so is Dr. Mario like Bean versus Dr. Mario?
Dr. Mario is closer to the Bean side of this Tetris Bean spectrum.
So, but is it on the it's on the bottom of the food chain?
I can give you the puzzle game food chain.
Yeah, give me a oh my god, he's pulling out a reference.
Pulling out a reference. I got to get every puzzle game I know the name of.
All right, well,
Dr. Mario has some cool stuff, but it kind of sucks ass.
All right, it goes.
Oh, here we go.
And this is gonna be me ordering it on the fly.
Get that shit ready.
Tetris.
Best to worst.
Yeah, best to worst. Tetris. Puyo.
Wait. Pause. Is this your objective rankings or subjective rankings?
This is like community subjective, I think.
I want your personal ranking.
My personal rankings.
I know Bean's first.
All right, well then, Bean's not first.
What?
Tetris Attack, aka Pokemon Puzzle League.
Pokemon Puzzle League is nice as hell.
Then Puyo.
Okay, that's Bean, by the way.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know.
Puzzle Fighter.
Puzzle Fighter's awesome.
Puzzle Fighter, you were the best player in the world in that game, right?
In the mobile, yeah.
Yeah.
Cleopatra's Fortune. Dr. Mario. Money Puzzle Exchanger.
That game.
Bomb Breakers from Mario Party 4.
Is
Did I say Tetris yet?
You didn't.
Okay, Tetris.
Tetris is that low.
Yeah. Money Puzzle Exchange. I said Money Puzzle Exchanger. Kirby Superstar Stacker.
Money Puzzle Exchange
Kirby
again.
what?
Kirby Superstar Stacker.
Superstar Stacker.
Tumblestone. Columns. Pack Attack. Panickles.
Hey, where's Candy Crush on this list?
Fuck Candy Crush.
That's not
I'm kidding.
Candy Crush is not a puzzle
I'm
game.
kidding.
Good. Definitely not a puzzle game.
No.
And there's more that I haven't played, I think.
Well, I mean, in all fairness.
Oh, wait a minute.
Candy
Pedal Crash came out after I made this list. Pedal Crash is right above Dr. Mario, baby.
Candy Crush, it is a puzzle game, just not like this.
It's like your mom's puzzle game.
Yeah, I mean,
And if there's a puzzle game
It's
you haven't heard
literally
of,
this.
leave a comment, like, and subscribe.
yeah. Yeah, it's like the Candy Crush is not very fun.
If you've never heard
No.
of Cleopatra's Fortune,
You ever play Pokemon Shuffle? Because that's just Candy Crush Pokemon version.
I have.
And I played too much of that game.
uh,
I never paid for it. But
if any of you four guys want to play me in Puzzle League, by the way, I'll put up massive numbers in a counter bet.
So I will not because I know what that's like.
I've watched you play
100 to 1.
any puzzle game ever, and 100 to 1,
100 to 1 odds.
I'd be losing my dollar every time.
Hell yeah.
I'm only good at selective video games, so I would lose that.
Andrew,
He beat Mewtwo.
I'm the puzzle master.
All
This
right.
is why I'm pissed that you called the Price is Right thing from season 5 or whatever, the
Six.
puzzle, season 6, the puzzle master title. Fuck you.
All right, it should have been more of a like the Price Man.
Yeah, I know. I'm the
Yeah.
puzzle master.
So, Andrew, how long do you think it would take for someone in this room to beat you in a single round of Bean? One-on-one
in-
Bean.
Oh, and Bean. Honestly, Bean is less safe than Tetris Attack, so probably
All right, Tetris
probably less
Attack.
time. Oh, Tetris Attack.
Do you think ever?
Let me think. Well, Sam Deskis, right? He's good at Puzzle
Who the
League.
fuck is Sam Deskis?
He's one of our old friends from college.
Oh, okay.
I beat that guy 100-0 one day.
Okay.
You did. That's true. The record did say that, right?
Yeah. So one of you schmoes.
Like, how long do you think it would take me if I was like, I'm dedicating
Days.
all my free time
Days.
Oh, you're dedicating all your free time to learning it?
to learning this game?
Okay, then.
Or like the amount that I play Mario Baseball right now, I start playing Tetris Attack.
like 4 hours a week.
No, I play more than that, I think.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess not. We'll be playing streams too. It's like 6 hours.
I think it might take you like 2 weeks
to beat you.
to take a game. Yeah.
That's a lot less than I was expecting.
But dude,
I think you're selling
I've
yourself.
lived
I think
with-
he's selling
I've-
himself really
You
short.
are.
To take one
I
game
think
out of
it's-
100.
I think you are.
I think
yeah.
it's like
I've lived.
no, to like beat you. Like
Oh, to like be better than me?
to like win, to like go one-on-one with you and win.
Oh, so not like get a cheap, cheap one-time
okay,
win.
So
You
how
wanna,
does how does it work? You say 100 to 1
So
or 1 out of 100.
It's best 2
rather.
out of 3.
oh, in a best 2 out of. I thought you meant one game. A round would probably take months.
No, like I'm going against you, and at the end it says that I won.
You mean you want to beat me in like a best of 50
What?
or something like
I,
that?
dude, I don't know the
It's a
format.
round. It's a round. It's best 2 out of 3 is a round.
Yeah, so 2 out of 3. How long is a round?
Oh, so you want to beat me in 1
5
round?
minutes, not even. Like 2 minutes.
Two out of 3 rounds.
You want to?
I want to win.
So you want
I
to?
want the game screen to say player 2-1.
Okay, so for that, I think it would take you about 5 months.
And Andrew has to plug his controller into the player.
But
2
for one
slot.
game, probably like 2 weeks. Oh, you know what? I forget actually. They're 3 out of 5 rounds, but still probably like 5 months.
I
Because
think
how it works is you have to beat all 3 of my Pokemon. You won't get past Magmar, motherfucker.
I think it would take me 2 years.
Magmar.
I'm thinking 2 years. I think out of everyone in the room, Nick probably has the best chance. But
Probably.
I have the makings of a puzzle brain.
yeah.
He's
Because-
gotten an 8 chain in Puyo.
My best. I think I might have gotten like an accidental 10 once.
It's pretty good.
That's my highest. I've gotten a
Accidental.
few 9 and 8s, but and this is in all earnest. I have never in an earnest game of Puyo Puyo, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. For all of those who don't know, I have never I've in earnest beaten Andrew in one game of that. Not a
Wow.
round. That rounds are best 2 out of 3. One game.
I
And it was probably because he just stacked too high and I screwed him.
It's
Whatever.
normally how it goes in Bean. That's why Puzzle League is so much safer.
Yeah,
Do you know Will Soleo?
I do.
So I played a game of Bean against him, crushed him with a mega combo. He was dead to rights.
So funny.
Then for I put the controller down. He was mashing the shit trying to survive as I was walking
stall.
away. He eked me out by like a few frames from like flipping the thing, preventing his death. And then when he won, he screamed so loud that the RA of the hall had to come down and tell him to shut up.
To be fair,
Yeah, I was there for that. I have never seen anybody pop off harder. He screamed
Harder
so
than Hungry
loud
Box.
at 2. Harder than Hungry Box. He
Hungry
screamed,
Ox passed out when he popped off.
he screamed so loud at 2 a.m. It wasn't an RA. It was a night host who has like no authority. They just like go like, shh.
Like, come on,
She
man.
comes down. She's like, "Are y'all fucking serious? Like, what? It's too what?"
I
And then
think
she left.
so.
What are you gonna do? The
To be
pop
fair,
off was crazy.
Deserved pop off because you were a dick,
I'm always
and you
a
got
dick.
and you got owned.
I got owned.
Andrew-
That's a genuine loss. My other crushing genuine loss, my friend Eric, I went to a Bean tournament that I forced the store owner to do. What he did was I wasn't looking at his screen because I wasn't that good at the time. This was like year 2 of my Bean Machine career. He just copied all of my moves. And in Bean Machine Original, combos don't cancel each other out. So you both get the garbage. So because I got my combo off first, because he was just copying me, I also got the garbage first. And I lost.
That's awesome.
And now that
That's tech.
if I knew he was doing that, I could prevent it. But I wasn't looking at screens at that time. But like, he'll never beat me again. I'll make
That's
sure of
awesome.
that. Probably because he'll never play me again.
That's so fucking funny. That's great.
I'd love to play some of the games that y'all play because, like,
Play me in Puzzle League.
I'm one of the type of guys
Sounds
that when
good.
I see
It's an
something,
N64 game, yeah.
I'm, when I see a game and it's not really up my avenue, I just don't really play it because I just know if I do end up liking it, I'm just gonna want to get better at it.
Mhm.
Like, there's some games that I'm really, really good at. That like I just don't lose, like Risk Factions, like board games with a lot of thinking. For some reason, I gotta play Nick
A
and
lot
Risk.
of die rolling too.
For some reason, my brain works like 5 steps ahead. So I'd love to try to play a puzzle game, but my guess
Let's
is
play chess, bro.
I've loved to play. Maddie tried to teach me once, and like I just wasn't paying
All
attention.
right, I forgot Maddie's like into chess.
He's very good at chess. I don't know how good he is compared to you guys, but I know Maddie. wins a lot.
I beat Maddie yesterday.
Okay.
All right,
so
so
then he's
here's
not
the
as good.
hierarchy of Jason, who destroys Andrew every time. Not destroys every time, but has never lost to Andrew. Then Andrew who beat Maddie. So like Jason destroys Maddie probably.
And I'm like
Probably.
way under Maddie.
And then I'm
And
also
then Bonnie's
I'm, like,
way
way
under
under Nick.
she's not way under me.
Okay.
She gets me, but she taught me the game. She taught me wrong, by the way. She taught me a few rules that don't exist. And I just
don't
like
exist.
because I have game brain, I just picked it up faster, and she does not beat me very often anymore. Which, unfortunate because there's
She-
not a lot of things she beats me at.
She loves to hang a rook to a bishop that is more than like 3 spaces away.
I have no idea what
Bitch.
hanging a rook is.
If you leave it like unprotected.
Huh.
Hanging any piece is that.
Total dork move. Yeah,
Total hanging move.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right, Mike threw a gang sign. Did anyone else see that?
Yeah, that's probably
that
it's
gang
time to
sign
wrap it up,
means
gang
it's,
sign.
Time to wrap it up. I wish you didn't say that. 'cause
My
I
day
gonna
was great, by the
transition
way.
Beautifully. Yeah. Dude,
I mean, I had to say, I didn't know if I was the only one who saw it. I can't be
the-
solely
it's funny,
responsible.
It's so funny because I see Nick go like, and then Andrew goes, Mike threw up a gang sign.
the what was I even gonna say, man?
I don't know.
I was gonna say whatever. Thanks for coming to Tales from Dinger City. Oh, I that's what I was gonna say. I love the format of the podcast because we just on the fly invented it in the first one. Literally, we came with like written topics like on our phones or like on a little piece of paper just in case we ran out of shit to talk about. We started it that first time. How's your day going? And we've jumped off of there every single time. I don't think this is the first time that only one person has told us. Or sorry,
We did
it
that
was-
last time, I'm pretty sure too.
Okay, it was 2, but like you lied.
Yeah, I lied.
So
So really, we got one real honest answer.
yeah.
we got. Did we even get an honest
No, I'm
answer?
pretty
from
sure
you?
we
No, Andrew lied too. Andrew's like, yeah, it's been awful. It's like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
woke
I
up
lied.
20 minutes earlier.
I
Yeah.
should have lied.
Watch, I think you should leave. Anyways, that's all the time we got today. But thanks so much for coming. We appreciate you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this installment of Tales from Dinger City. If you want to support us, like, comment, subscribe. You know the whole YouTube deal. It helps us grow, and we appreciate it so much. If you watch this full video and you aren't subscribed yet, that's kind of fucking crazy. We took time out of our day. Just kidding. If you want to become a patron and support the things we do, the link is down below. We love doing shows that aren't Mario Superstar Baseball. Baseball's our thing, but like this is a delight.
Oh, dude, I'm
Yes.
miserable every time I'm not playing Mario Baseball. Are you kidding me?
Me too. But
Yeah.
but regardless, your support helps us to be able to justify doing things like this, the Sonic race, etc. Anything silly and fun and time consuming like that. We appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for coming. Once again, I've been Crit Nick. This is City Hall, Mr. Joe's Baseball Show on YouTube. Subscribe. And Dennis
Whoa.
Schumar 11, aka Crit Den. Thanks so much for coming. We appreciate you guys so much. And
Dinger
Dinger
City
City
out.
Ah, good job.
That was pretty in sync.